Hi there, my name is Artemis Thug, and this is my story. I am a former debt collector. I worked 15 soul-sucking years in the collections/litigation industry. I was as creative as any collector that ever came before me with my tactics, and likely more so. I manipulated the laws that governed my profession, skating the gray area like a figure skater gracefully navigates the ice. And thusly, I've decided it's time to use the knowledge that I have obtained working in the collections industry for all of those years to help educate consumers. Once there was a time where bending, but not outright breaking the rules to achieve my goals, were as much a part of my daily routine as my intravenous drip of Red Bull or dropping a deuce on company time. Now, through a series of topic-specific videos, I will help guide you through this tangled and often convoluted web we know as the collections industry, and do my best to arm you with the knowledge you need to protect yourselves from the deviants that make up the shady underworld of collections. I will also be telling tales of my exploits as a bill collector through an additional series of videos, as I wasn't just pretty good at my job. I was the man. But first, let's get you acquainted with the basics. Do you know your rights as a consumer? It's a question that holds more weight than you might initially think. In the dynamic marketplace of today, understanding your consumer rights is a necessity, not a luxury. It's like having a compass in a vast ocean of transactions, guiding you towards confident and informed decision-making, and away from the treacherous waters of fraudulent practices from some seriously shady sons of bitches. Let's start with your rights as a consumer. They help to ensure that each transaction, each interaction, is not just a simple exchange of goods or services, but a testament to fairness and respect. And in the United States, one piece of legislation stands tall, like a beacon of protection for consumers. Okay, that's a little dramatic, but it's a law that plays a pivotal role in promoting fair trade and shielding us from deception and abuse. And that would be the Fair Debt Collections Practices Act. So, what exactly is the Fair Debt Collections Practices Act, you may ask? Well, let's take a journey back to the year 1977, a time when disco was all the rage and Star Wars had just hit the big screen. But amidst all the pop culture phenomena, something more sobering was taking place: the enactment of the Fair Debt Collections Practices Act, or FDCPA for short. This piece of legislation was born out of a necessity to regulate debt collection practices and to ensure they were conducted in a fair and respectful manner. You see, prior to the FDCPA, debt collectors had a notorious reputation for employing aggressive and often deceptive tactics to recover debt. This created a climate of fear and anxiety for many consumers, which was neither fair nor conducive to a healthy economy. This is where the FDCPA stepped in. It established a set of guidelines that debt collectors must adhere to when attempting to recover debts. These rules were designed to protect consumers from harassment, deception, and abusive tactics. But with the advent of these laws came consequences. With necessity being the mother of invention, these laws also shifted the makeup of your average bill collector. No longer was this position filled by your atypical phone bully. A new breed of bill collector was born. Part private investigator, part salesman, and a dash of con artist. Intellect meets deviance and ingenuity. The new generation of collections specialists. Know your enemy indeed, but the protections of the FDCPA doesn't stop with these shady f***s. It also gives consumers the right to dispute debts and to request verification of a debt from the collector. In fact, if a debt collector violates any of these provisions, the consumer may be entitled to statutory damages, actual damages, and even attorney's fees. So, in essence, The FDCPA is not just a law, it's a shield. A shield that safeguards your rights and your peace of mind when dealing with debt-related matters. It ensures that while debts may be collected, it must be done in a manner that respects your dignity and your rights as a consumer. It's your own personal f***ing Captain America. The Fair Debt Collection Practices Act may have been enacted over 4 decades ago, but its relevance and importance remain as steadfast as ever. This law is a vital tool in protecting your financial well-being and rights in debt-related matters. Consumer rights are not just beneficial, they are essential. They are the backbone of a fair and equitable marketplace where everyone gets a fair shake. Understanding your consumer rights gives you the power to make informed decisions, protect yourself from fraud, and guarantee fair treatment in your transactions. I don't mean to demonize an entire industry. In all actuality, these are mostly good people doing an incredibly difficult and important job. I'm simply trying to convey to you who and what it is you are dealing with. To say the enemy is formidable is at its very core understated. With that being said, the FDCPA is a powerful tool in your consumer rights arsenal. Its implications directly impact your financial well-being and rights in debt-related matters, making it an essential piece of legislation for every American consumer to comprehend. Remember, understanding your rights as a consumer can empower you to navigate the marketplace with confidence and security. It gives you the confidence to pick up that collections call and carry forth with the very conversation that may prevent the wage garnishment that could have potentially occurred should you have chosen to avoid the call. And remember, you have the right to be treated fairly in all your financial transactions. Never forget that. It's your right, and it's there to protect you from other slippery bastards like myself. There is a popular slogan you have likely all heard on TV. What's in your wallet? If you're not careful, it won't be what, but who. Follow my tutorials as I delve into the measures you can take to protect yourselves from bank levies. How to speak with a debt collector, when and when not to do that. How to handle a wage garnishment, or how to prevent one in the first place. These are but a few of the topics I will be digging into in future videos. My name is Artimos Thug. Power to the people.